12 interesting Corgi facts you should know. Since they have been wandering the Welsh hills for countless years, these rather comical dogs are now present to adorn your screens. Get to the bottom of it by taking a closer look at this magnificent breed of dog. Of fact, either of these translations works rather well, but I'd rather live in a world where Corgis are small dogs. We must first draw some distinctions between the two Corgi breeds before moving on. Despite having a radically different appearance, it wasn't until the 1930s that their distinct breeds were identified. The Pembroke Welsh Corgi is typically mentioned when people discuss Corgis. This breed is the smallest of the two and has shorter legs and, more frequently than not, a bobtail. It is native to the Pembrokeshire region of Wales. The Cardigan Welsh Corgi is the second breed of Corgi, and it is a native of the Cardigan district of Wales. Overall, Cardigans are a larger, more stocky breed of dog. They tend to weigh more than the typical Pembroke Corgi and their legs are proportionately significantly longer. We can be certain that the Cardigan Corgi is the elder of the two breeds. Although there are some rather compelling possibilities, historians have not yet discovered the true origins of the breeds. According to one idea, the progenitors of the Cardigan Corgi arrived in Wales from continental Europe circa 1200 BC on Celtic vessels. If this is accurate, Corgis have been living in Wales for more than 3,000 years. Although we are aware that they have existed since 1107 AD, we are still unsure of how they arrived in Wales. The best explanation for the Pembroke Corgi's ancestry is that they crossed the English Channel with Flemish weavers. According to legend, this original breed of dog was then crossed with the Cardigan Corgi breed, giving rise to the beloved Pembroke Corgi that we know and love today. Local Welsh myths about the origin of Corgis are significantly distinct from one another. These gorgeous tiny canines are reported to have been used by fairies and elves to draw their carriages and ride into battle throughout the night. This notion is supported by one of the distinctive markings on a Corgi's coat. Some Corgis have sides that are a slightly different color and can resemble a saddle in shape. Believers in the legend assert that this is exactly what they were. There are many sheep but few cattle in Wales' rolling hills, where you can enjoy a stroll. Because of their exceptional agility and small stature, Corgis were the ideal herding dogs and discovered their true calling on these endless grassy slopes. They are really ranked as the 11th smartest breed of dog. In general, Corgis enjoy an extremely busy existence, which undoubtedly dates back to their days of herding cattle. They are shockingly intelligent as well, which would have been quite useful to them during their working years. Although Corgis raised as house pets have a reputation for acting out, this is typically because they aren't receiving enough cerebral stimulation. Try looking for dog puzzles or ways to play with a smart dog if your Corgi is acting out. If you've ever had the pleasure of petting a Corgi, you might be perplexed as to how such a tiny dog could shed so much fur. First of all, Corgis aren't what we would consider a short-haired breed of dog, so there is generally that much more hair. Additionally, as Corgis have two distinct coats of hair, there is once more a lot of it. You will still discover their outer coat of hair all over your house even though it is considerably longer and does not shed in the same way. While a dog's personality often mirrors that of its owner, Corgis do have a stronger affinity for snuggling. They get along great with children and are frequently suggested as a breed for families because Corgis and children tend to exhaust each other's energy. They absolutely adore going outside and playing with other dogs, provided that they were well taught in their early years. When Queen Elizabeth was still a princess in 1933, her lifelong love affair with Corgis began. When she first saw this magnificent dog, a Pembroke Welsh Corgi, she was with her sister at the home of a family friend. After their father returned home, the family soon acquired their own Pembroke Corgi, whom they named Dookie. 10 generations of Corgis have lived in Queen Elizabeth's household as of 2020, and they are all descendants of Susan. Their great speed is thanks to their ability to use more of their upper body strength than other breeds of dogs. Perhaps it's because Corgis are an ancient breed, or perhaps it's just a subconscious association between Corgis and the Queen of England. In either case, when corgis take over the globe in the future, I for one will be happy to have them as rulers.